Okay, hi, I'm Harold Bell, and welcome to the Legends of Inside Sports and the Way We Were. In the month of January 2017, I want to recognize two birthdays. I will pay homage to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, our Prince of Peace, and celebrate the birthday of my friend, my brother, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. These two great men shared birthdays in the month of January. Dr. King's birthday falls January 15th, and the greatest birthday falls 2 days later, January 17th. I will celebrate Muhammad Ali's birthday by sharing an exclusive one-on-one interview we did together in December 1974, immediately after he knocked out Big George Foreman in the 8th round in Zaire, Africa, making him the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He stunned the entire world. For the first time in sports media history, the heavyweight champion of the world invited an unknown black brother from a Northeast housing project in Washington, D.C., and allowed him to scoop sports television icon Howard Cosell, Ed Bradley of 60 Minutes, Brian Gumbel of Good Morning America, and the entire news media world for an exclusive one-on-one interview with the heavyweight champion of the world. Unheard of. I am the sports talk show radio pioneer they don't want you to know about. I am the brother whose inside sports talk show format changed the way we talk sports in America and in the world. I have never sold or done drugs, never been locked up, and I never stole money from little children. My only crime, I tell the truth. I want to introduce you to my partner in the game called life, Muhammad Ali. In this small sample of the interview, we will discuss how controversy followed him his entire boxing career and why he does not judge others. The deserving, the real meaning of friendship, the difference between a boxer and a fighter, and the goals in life after boxing. The first voice in this introduction will be that of NFL legend Jim Brown, followed by former heavyweight champion George Foreman, followed by television personality Geraldo Rivera, and the greatest boxing promoter in the history of the sport, Don King, and the greatest, Muhammad Ali. The last voice you will hear will be that of the late Lou Hankins, the gospel DJ of WUST Radio in Washington, D.C. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the greatest. He was a prophet.
Well, Harold has been a crusader for the rights of black people all of his life. He has also been a crusader that has had a lot of friends, not only in the black community, but the white community in sports. He's always been outstanding, always an individual, always speaking his mind, always giving you a platform to express your views. And when I was incarcerated, he did everything he could to attack those that incarcerated me unfairly. And he's one of my friends over the years. We've done many things together. So Harold is truly a man that believes in his culture and his people, and will always be that way because nobody's ever been able to change him.
This is the heavyweight champion of the world, George Foreman, for the best in sports and sports personalities. When I am in Washington, D.C., I check out my good friend Harold Bell and Inside Sports. Talking about a real champion, Harold Bell and Inside Sports.
For many fans of the sweet science of boxing, the head rat has long been Don King, a one-time numbers runner and street punk who served jail time for manslaughter. King has been called a ghetto Machiavelli, a high-stakes hustler, a celebrity promoter who has guided the careers, some say victimized boxing stars From Muhammad Ali to Mike Tyson, and with us in Washington, Harold Bell, a pioneer in the field of sports talk radio and TV. Mr. Bell has known Don King for more than 20 years.
Hi, this is Don King of Don King Productions for the undisputed champion of sports talk. You must turn to my man, Harold Bell, and the original Inside Sports. For the best in sports and sports personalities, Inside Sports and Harold Bell are knockout.
This is the second album, the heavyweight champion of the game without fail. I love all of you to check out Inside Sports with my main man, Inside Sports, it's a knockout.
And now, from the playing field of Banneker to the locker room of RFK Stadium, it's Inside Sports with your host, Harold Bell. Give Harold a call at 462-3313, 462-3313.
Everybody's always talking about the controversial Muhammad Ali, heavyweight champion of the world. I talked with Muhammad, and here's what he had to say about all this.
Well, I'm just being myself, but a lot of things change. Time brings about change. People forget. You know, Kennedy, Martin Luther King are dead, Nat King Cole, or people like Dinah Washington. I can go on, and you didn't think about them. I just mentioned them. Planes crashed with 150 people on it, lawyers and people all walks of life, and next day it's old news. So these things happened then, and they believe they were right when they said them, and it's all over. And we don't hold things against people. See, once you develop the heart quality, it becomes a forgiving quality. The life is as we look at it. If you wish to find faults, you can find faults in the best people in the world. If you wish to find good points, you can find good points in the worst people in the world. So once you get enough sympathy, enough love for mankind, enough understanding, then you overlook those faults, and little errors, and little mistakes. So whatever they said about me, it's all over, and I don't have time to really worry about it, because when you criticize and condemn others, you're overlooking the same element in yourself. Some people don't seem to deserve the wealth, the rank that they have in life, and others perhaps in our eyes deserve more, but yet in the eyes of God it's different. It is because they deserve it, though you don't see why how. Like a friend said to a fellow I know named Billy, said, Billy, why are you so devoted to Mary? She's not beautiful, she's not attractive. Billy said, to see Mary, you must borrow my eyes. And I was saying, when we judge people, do we see with the eyes of God? Do we see what feeling God has towards them? And when we cannot see it this way, we have no right to question why others are in this or that position. Same way as in friendship. I mean, friendship is an automatic action. Friendship is an innocent, unconscious, outgoing, a pure, deep feeling with depth. So therefore, no one can explain why one person is a friend of another.
Yeah, you know, they say that friendship is like our shadows. They're sticking with you as long as you're the sun, but once you cross over into the shade, the shadow disappears. How do you distinguish your friends?
Well, I wrote something once that says, friendship is a priceless gift that cannot be bought nor sold, but its value is far greater than a mountain made of gold. For gold is cold and lifeless, it can neither see nor hear. In time of trouble, it's powerless to cheer. It has no ears to listen, no heart to understand. It cannot bring you comfort or reach out a helping hand. So when you ask God for a gift, be thankful if he sends, not diamonds, pearls, or riches, but the love of real, true friends. And this is how I feel about friendship. There are very few friends. A friend is one who is always wanting to give. See, nothing in return. Always a thought of giving, and he wants nothing in return. A real friend holds his life cheap if it's for his friend. Anyone considering anything more important than friendship has not yet learned the first lesson to friendship. Once we learn to regard the feelings and displeasures of our friends without looking for anything in return, then it is those who truly learn to mean the friendship. Looking for nothing in return, always a thought of giving and keep back nothing. And very few people do that. Most people, if they tip you $1 for a cup of coffee, they look for, I thank you. And if your coffee costs 16 cents, you tip a lady $1, she don't say thank you. You ain't got a rude so-and-so. You didn't really give because you look for something in return. Here's a lady holding a bag full of groceries, you hold the door for her, she walk right through, keep walking. Most places didn't say thanks. You didn't really hold the door. See, very few people really give and don't look for nothing in return. Well, boxing is an art. It's like you said, it's hit, not be hit, rhythm and timing, footwork, left jab, right cross, nice slipper punch from 2 inches, then tag it. He might throw a left jab and you might pull back just enough to get away. He might stop from a half inch and hit you in the back over with the right hand. It's all time and rhythm. Everything's in motion. So, but fighting is more like a Joe Frazier. Just put your head down and come in, take punches just to hit, nose hanging off, ears twisted, eyes crossed, just don't care. But boxing was like Sugar Ray Robinson was in his day, of Joe Louis, myself, people, how I dance and jump around. Even I'm laying on the ropes, I'm not getting hit, I'm blocking. That's called a rope-a-dope, the new style of the Mirage. It's a science. So that's how they different. George Foreman is a slugger too. That's how he lost the fight, if you remember. He just put his head down, just kept swinging and didn't realize where he was hitting. He just wanted to hit. Bull loses his head. A fighter is one who loses his head, he can't think. But a man who's smart, taking his time, jab. I miss a right hand, he'd hit me. And then when I get him in the ropes, he wouldn't lose his head and slug it out. He just back off and tell me to come on out to the center of the ring. That's a boxer. The slugger one was just like a girl. He was just getting mad. She told a lie on you, darling. She did. I can't stand and start pulling hair. Just get mad.
Muhammad, as a man, what are your personal goals and objectives for the future?
My personal goals and objectives is to raise my family and to leave an image here that other people can follow, and to help the Honorable Wallace D. Muhammad unite our people, bring them together, clean them up spiritually, morally, mentally, and get us on track where we can help ourselves, govern ourselves, and quit always laying around the Madison Gate begging for bread, food, clothing, shelter, and get out and do for ourselves as others who are less than population, 40 million black people are doing for themselves. And that's that's my main goals, is mainly to be a minister of the things that I'm talking about and to help go out and convert, clean up others to do the same. We got prostitution, we got gang fighting, we got dope, and basically we should be hired by the White House because we actually are taking problems off of the whites, which they have to solve themselves, and they have to worry about the drug addicts. They have to put them in jail. They have to close, never find jobs. So we actually should be taken care of by the government to influence us to go out and get more people to do what we're doing, because we have to stop crime and everything, and taking weapons away from our people, stopping from being violent. So really, it looks like the government would call our leader, Wallace D. Muhammad, to the White House and do everything they can to help him to get back out of these streets and help clean our people up, because it takes us to help ourselves. No other race can come to a black man in America and straighten them out. They won't listen to him. It takes us to know each other. And the only ones got the program is the Muslims, so that's why I would dedicate the rest of my life to this cause.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little sample of my interview with Muhammad Ali in 1974. Just think, almost 5 decades ago, what he said then is still relevant today in 2017. He was really a prophet. I just want to thank Muhammad Ali, Dr. Martin Luther King, for inspiring me to be all that I could be. And like I said, the truth makes you controversial. Muhammad Ali told the truth. Harold Bell tells the truth. I think Earl Lord, the first black to play in the NBA, he was from Alexandria, Virginia, here in the area. And he said on the John Thompson show, I think he best described me. He said, Harold Bell may be controversial, but I have yet to hear anyone call him a liar. Well, that's going to be it for the Legends of Inside Sports. I want you to remember that every black face you see is not your brother, and every white face you see is not your enemy. Until next time, you can color me gone.